I love the long Thanksgiving weekend. It gives me a chance to get some projects done, and one of those is I do my annual planning right around that long weekend. I often do a big project as well. One year we tore up the carpet in the house and found our beautiful hardwood floors underneath because our house was built in 1939. It had the original oak flooring. It was just gorgeous. And so it was really exciting one weekend to tear that up. And it really didn't take that long. So I combine that with my annual planning and what I look back on what happened in the last year, both the good and the bad, and that helps me make decisions for the coming year. I wonder if you might do that a little bit too. Maybe you don't do a formal planning, but you can't help at the end of the year to start thinking about what have I not gotten done, what goals have I reached, what have I not done. And I wonder if building a bigger business for 2015 was on your list. Was planning for success in the new year something you've been thinking about? Well, it's more than just making a list. That's kind of what we've been taught. You need to make a list of all the things that you need to do in the new year. And although that's a part of it, I think it starts before that. And if you want to be more successful, it really is important that you need to think about doing more. And I don't mean working harder, but I mean doing more to make everything fall into place. And what that also means is becoming more. We'll talk about that more. But you know, I bet you have dreams that you've never told anyone. Maybe deep inside, you don't even really know that you believe them for yourself. But I do know that when you work towards something, it actually brings about changes. And you never know how successful you could be at something, at anything, until you work towards it. But it takes a plan. And you know, when we were in school, which is maybe how you're operating now, or in a job, you walked in, you were told what to do, kind of went through a process. The school did all the planning for you. The company did all the planning for you, and you didn't really learn how to plan. And, lo and behold, something comes along and all of a sudden you've graduated or you've been promoted. But there wasn't someone sitting with you and showing you that planning was really important. They were kind of doing it off there, and it wasn't something you learned how to do. And wouldn't that have been a great thing to learn in school? And also, about talking about money. There's so many things that we miss out on, and then we start a business. Sometimes we get to a point where we're so passionate about something, we decide to start our own business, and we become an entrepreneur, and we still don't have that that essential skill to really propel us to the next level. Well, if you don't know how to plan, maybe you're struggling. Maybe this is when you're, really thinking about that. Why do I keep doing the same thing over and over again? Well, I can tell you something. Planning is everything. I have a better way for you to learn how to plan. I want you to be able to show yourself and those around you that you love, that you care about, that you can be more successful. And once you're living it, they're living it. And they see what success is all about. And isn't that a great legacy to leave to all of those around you? I want to teach you a system. And what will make this one different? What is different about this than maybe some other courses that you've taken? And, maybe it's online, maybe it's a book you've read or something. Well, what will be different about this is that you're going to change some habits. You're going to be able to incrementally, yes, because that's really how habits change. You're going to change some habits so that on a daily basis, you're going to end up growing your income. You're going to end up saving for that dream home, maybe even buying it this year, getting a new car, taking a fabulous vacation. We want all that for you, and not just building that successful business, because why did we become an entrepreneur in the first place? To have a lifestyle, to have that ideal lifestyle that we want. And so we need to work towards all of that And we're going to work on that system to do that. Now, it's not a Facebook ad campaign. This isn't maybe, it isn't a beautiful website. It isn't even a shopping cart. What this is, it's a webinar to help you design a system, a planning system that will take you to the next level. I've studied systems for over 20 years, and what I know is that working with entrepreneurs and coaching them over the years, that we find that we need skills to keep us focused. It's really one of the biggest challenges we have, particularly when we work alone and don't have any support group around us. Skills to help us focus is really, really essential, because it's not just about being busy. All of us can be busy, but what's important is that we're being effective, that we're doing the right things to take us forward. Think of it like putting a ladder up against a building. You can get to the top, but maybe it's not the place you need to be. And so placing the ladder in the right place, in the effective place, so you get to where you want to be, that's what we're aiming for. I've probably had some good years and some bad years, just like you. And what I know deep in my heart is that when I follow my system, I have so much better results. I know that when I track and when I am accountable and, to other people maybe that are outside, my world, that I can actually share things with. And when I have a coach, what a difference. What a difference it makes. Think about the fact that every professional athlete, every professional at the high end, they all have coaches. That may be news to you, but when you find out that even Richard Branson has groups of people that he meets with, that he consults with, that he listens to, and hires, actually, people he actually pays, that help him make better decisions and grow his amazing worldwide empire, if you will. So why is it that we, maybe a smaller business people, why do we think we just should struggle along and just figure it out and just work harder and spend more time? And that's really not the way to success. And I want to help you, because planning is everything. And that's the name of the webinar that I'm here to offer you. It's called Planning is Everything. It's time for what matters most. What we're going to do is we're going to take 5 webinars once a week. We're going to start in December. Isn't that exciting? So that you don't have to agonize from here until January over what's 2015 going to bring. Because Christmas brings a lot of stress. The holidays bring a lot of stress to us. How are we going to afford everything? How are we going to be different next year? And I want to relieve some of that stress just before the holidays. Pardon me. So that we can really take off and really hit it in the month of January. And that'll make all the difference. And remember that this is for you. If you have said to yourself before, this year is going to be different. I just know it. It just has to be. It has to be. Because I don't want to have to get a job. I want to make this work. I know that I can be a success at this. I know that I was meant to do this. I hope that's you. I hope you're the one who started your business, whether it's a consulting business or a service business or a store or something where you know that this is just something you felt very passionate about when you started it. Maybe you're brand new starting it and you're really excited and you're wondering what you don't know. Well, there's a lot, right? There's a lot to know to run a business. And maybe you've been in it for a while and you're kind of wondering why isn't it working? I thought I would know how to do this. I thought that I would be much further along at this point. So maybe you fit into one of those categories, or maybe you're doing pretty well. You're pretty happy with where you are, but how do you get up? bump it to the next level? Well, you need to do something a little differently. You need to become a little different person. You need to, up your game. And I don't apologize for saying that, because although I think you're fabulous, you're amazing, but you have to raise it. You have to up the level of whatever it is you're doing to get to the next level. It doesn't just happen. You're evolving. We'll talk a lot more about that in those 5 webinars. And the other thing that you're going to get in these webinars is you're going to get some bonuses. And one of them is a private Facebook group. I'm going to be on that group all the time with you, answering your questions as you're going through things. You're going to get, part of the webinars really is you're going to get handouts, and you're going to get forms, and you're going to get some tools to help you make this happen. Now, for only $497, this is it. This is what can take you to the next level. Click the button, and you can sign up right now. Click the button for Planning is Everything for only $497. Now, I have to tell you too that you're in the right place if you've ever said to yourself, well, maybe I need to learn something else. I love a quote from Zig Ziglar. He's one of my all-time favorite gurus, and his quote was, "If it's the right thing to do, when would be a better time to start?" Right? If it's the right thing to do, if this is the right thing for you, if this is the right time. And let me add something to that. Let me make it even more right for you. I'm going to guarantee this webinar for you. You are going to be able to quit at any time during the sessions. And if you just decide it's just not right for you, if the work just isn't working for you, because you're going to have to put in a lot of work, but if you aren't doing the work, then, maybe it's not the right time. But if you're ready to do something extra and really make it happen, then I'm going to guarantee it, and I'm going to refund your money in full if you quit before the end of the sessions. And I want that for you, because I want the best for you. I want you to know that you're in a program that is here for you, and we make all that happen. It's a really great synergy. So I am here to change your life. We need to work on this transformation together. I wanted you to see, I have Planning is Everything up here, and just to keep that in mind what it is. But I want to tell you that, sometimes we think, well, I'm not really inspired at the moment. Well, let me tell you, what really works, the way life really happens, is you take action, you get results, and then you get motivated. Don't wait until you're motivated. That comes last. It's just like anything. You don't need to want to make your bed. Well, you know what? Once you take the action, you get the results, and you get motivated to do something else. We're going to go in depth in that, in this, this whole process in the 5 sessions that we have. So right now, take a minute, click, check it out, and check out. I want to make sure that you are not sitting here next year saying to yourself, gee, I wish I'd done that. I know I'm worth it. I know this business can be successful. Registration is going to close next week because I'm going to start really soon. You'll get an email if you register. You'll see when it's going to register, when the registration ends, and you'll know when it's going to start, all those things, and another email that's going to come up. You won't have to watch a video even. I'm just going to let you know that it's just days away. And I'm going to tell you that once it's gone, it's gone. We're going to close the registration and all the bonuses. Oh, you know what? I forgot one other bonus. Besides the Facebook group, you're going to get my copy of the One Thing book for business. And it is my book that I wrote for you that will help you kind of take care of some of the details of your business. And it's a great tool as well for you. It's a physical thing. I'll mail it to you, and we'll get started on that pretty soon as well. But I just want to say, I'm hoping this is the time for you. I look forward to working with you and making 2015 the best year ever for you. I'm Linda Easton. Make every day an inspired day for you.